we are making green chili. You're gonna need 1.5 pounds of pork. This is pork loin. You can use pork butt or ground pork. I think pork butt works the best, but this is what I had. 1 big onion, 3 large cloves. This is 1 pound of tomatillos and it's 1 poblano pepper, and then 1/2 pound of a can of the canned stuff. You're gonna need a box of chicken broth, spice of your choice, and some vegetable oil. This is seasoning salt. I'm out of pepper. You can also use pepper. You can use just regular salt and pepper. I cubed up the meat. You can also get the stew cubes from Wally World, but you never know what you get with those. I'm gonna dump them in there. We're gonna brown these. They don't need to be done. Excuse the mess of the kitchen. So while that's browning, wait for that to brown off. We crowd the pan a bit. These are still frozen, so it's going to take them a while. So we'll be back when they're nice and brown. Alright, I got them to the lightly stage, whatever that's called. I'm going to add some flour. You can add flour, you don't have to. That's 2 tablespoons, probably. I don't measure any of my stuff, and a lot of my recipes are not written down. Okay. And then I'm going to wait for them to brown a little more. And we got the oil in the bottom. I covered the bottom of the pan in oil. I'm using vegetable oil, but you can use whatever your heart desires. It's not to be stuck in a machine, I guess. Unless you use it for gas. Alright, I'll be back when this is browned. Alright. I'll throw our onion in there. I'm going to cook that for 3 to 5 minutes. Go to your room, Teddles. Probably wants her children out. I know. I'll come put her up in a bit. Kind of a small pan. For why? Oh. Alright, now we're going to let our onions soften. And then we'll put our garlic in to cook. Alright, I hope this is in the right position. So, got our onions softened. I don't have very much light because one of the lights decided to be stupid and didn't want to work no more. Okay, there goes our garlic. And then we're just going to cook that for a little bit. For not a lot, just for a little bit. As you burn it, it comes better. So this is 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of pork. And I would suggest a bigger bowl, bigger pot. I normally cook in one of those 40-quart stock pots for this. The big one, isn't that a 40-quart? Anyways. Now that we've got all this, looks fabulous. We're going to pour our peppers in. So the top is canned peppers. I'll show you the can. And then we got tomatillos. And then the green on the very bottom is the poblano. These are very fragrant. You can put cilantro in here, but some of the household members here don't like Mexican soap, so I'm a fan of Mexican soap per se, but a lot of the other people aren't, so I kind of get voted out on that one. And since I'm not going to be eating this, except for maybe 1 or 2 bowls, I decided to leave the cilantro out. If I was going to be participating in the eating of this, I would probably put cilantro in it. So normally it's just one of the bunches that you get from Wally World, or if you go out to your garden, just grab a handful. So now we got our peppers in here, and our onions, and our garlics, and our poblano peppers. So these are what I use. There's an American name for it. Just green chili peppers, really what they are. But and then this is the pork loin. There's no label on that one, but it is a pork loin. And then we got the chicken broth. We're gonna put the entire thing in it. And if it doesn't fill it up, we'll add water. We have that lovely fond that people like to talk about on the bottom of this. And then you can taste for seasoning. So this should fill the pot. Yeah. Okay, so this will fill our pot completely up. And then you let it simmer for 45 minutes to an hour. You could do all day, but I would suggest cutting your pork chunks into something bigger. But 45 minutes to an hour should do you good. And then if it's not as thick as you'd like, you can put some potatoes in it. And after those 45 minutes, just mash it like you would refried beans a couple times, just to make it a little more thick. Okay. So this is one of my green chilies. This is... But now I'm going to let you go because I'm not going to eat it in front of you. Because I don't have that kind of technology on my phone. But there it is. It's good. It won't be as green when it's boiled, so if yours loses color, don't feel bad. And then now I gotta do my dishes. I'll put the recipe below. It's pretty simple. I wouldn't know how much it costs, so it probably costs about 10 to 15 to make it, depending on where you can get all your stuff. All the produce was $4. The can of chilies was $5, and then like $2 for the chicken, and I got the pork for free. I did work on the house a little bit, and it's raining outside, and you might get mauled by some pussycats. But me and the landlord are having a small dispute, so I decided instead of doing what they wanted, that I should just straight up work on the contract. Oh God, instead of take them to court. There it is. I got all of the skirting done. I'm gonna make a video, but it's raining. There's all the pussycats. They're still here. That one's Groucho, because she's a bitch. And then we'll be doing some tree trimming, because these things are eating my door. And there's all my skirting I'm going to be using. Get out, Sean. Come on. Everybody. No, I wasn't calling you. Get out. Get out. I'll be out in a bit. Come on. Oh, I didn't mean to boot you in the face. Okay. And that's what we've done so far. So the next video will be probably next week because I'll be at Canton. But there's your green chili recipe. Subscribe and like if you want.